that he said. But then I saw this person named Ron Paul at a debate. And I said, who is this guy? Who is this guy that are saying these things that nobody else is saying? Who is this guy that wants to eliminate the IRS? He wants to defend the Second Amendment. He wants to be the champion of the Constitution, which is what he has been called for several years. He's been elected 10 times by his constituency in Texas, in the 14th district. He has delivered 4,000 babies. He is pro-life. He is very pro-life. He does not agree with the constitutional amendment because he is also believes that we are in a republic. And republic means that at our local level, that's where we make our decisions in a republic. The federal government does not make those decisions. The federal government should not be paying for abortion. The federal government should not even be involved in that issue. It should be at this level. We should make up our minds at the local level. We are the ones that are the power of the country, not the federal government. Usually when the federal government gets involved, they mess it up. And they have. And we are seeing that now. When we left the gold standard in the 70s, it almost destroyed us monetarily, and we're feeling that right now. Our recession, our deficit, everything that we are experiencing as far as our monetary policy, if economics is not important to you as far as an issue up here, it should be, because economics is what it's all about. A country is going to survive on its monetary basis or not survive because of its monetary basis. Every country that has left a gold standard or a standard, a monetary standard has fallen, and we have left that. And I don't know how many of you noticed today that gold hit an all-time high, $260 for an ounce of gold. In the 70s, it was around $200. Oil today hit an all-time high, $100 a barrel today. In the 90s, when we first started our foreign policy in the Middle East, oil was at $27 a barrel. I don't think our foreign policy is working. Ron Paul sees that our foreign policy is failing in the Middle East. There are many people that say, well, Ron Paul should not be a conservative because he's not for strong national defense. That is so far from the truth. Ron Paul is very much for national security. He wants the troops to protect us here. If we have troops protecting us here, we don't have to worry about other countries coming and invading us because we'll have the troops here. We will also save a ton of money. And if we don't save a ton of money, we are in desperate need. In fact, we are probably close to bankruptcy now. And there's not a lot of people that talk about it except Dr. Ron Paul. He talks about it, he's talked about it for 30 years, that we need to change things. And many people have said, well, he ran as a libertarian in '88, so is he a libertarian? Well, the Republican Party is basically a libertarian party. We are for the liberties of the individual. We are for sound money. We are for a good national defense, a strong national defense, but we are also, if you are a true conservative in the old sense, we are non-interventionalists. We do not believe in interfering with other countries' business. And that's exactly what we're doing. We are interfering with other people's business. And when we do that, we get this thing called blowback, and that, you all have heard Ron Paul say that, well, we're to blame for 9/11. It's not that we are to blame for 9/11. Our policy is to blame for 9/11. We are interfering with other people's business. When we do that, they will come back and get us on it. If we are friends with them, if we trade with them, if we have cultural exchange with them, and we talk with them through dialogue, through diplomacy, then we are seen in the world as a uniter of the world, not as a divider of the world. And yes, I am also very upset at the current administration. They are not conservatives. It's far from it. You know, and the whole country is starting to get in the same I mean, if you look at the Democratic candidates and you look at the majority of the Republican candidates, there's not too much difference. Yes, abortion may be an issue that's different. Gay marriage might be an issue that's different. But those do not break a country. Monetary policy breaks a country. And if we become a socialist country, which both parties are leading us toward, we will collapse. And that is why the Ron Paul revolution is so strong today, because there are a ton of Americans that are saying, no, we need to stop. We need to change direction. Yes, Barack Obama's right. We need to change. But we don't need to change in that direction. We need to go back to where we were, which is called the Constitution. And if we look at the Constitution, that is our guide. Ron Paul is the champion of the Constitution. And that's why I support him. And I know his support is growing and growing and growing. By the time February 5th comes along, it's going to be much bigger than it is now. On December 13th, he raised $6 million in one day. The most anybody has ever raised in a campaign. Money is not the answer, but that shows support. The mean donation was $50. He has never taken PAC money. He has never taken special interest money. He gives back part of his salary every year to the federal government. He does not participate in the pension plan for congressmen. He's been a congressman for 10 terms. He believes the federal government should be small and very unintrusive in your life. And that's why I support Ron Paul. Thank you.
Mary Juliana, please stand and be counted. Starting from the front, working our way back.
What about the people already standing up?
How about if you're raising your hand and standing? That
There we go.
Do I hear 7? Do I hear 7? No. We have 6.
Call off.
Call off 7.
7.
Or 7. For candidate, Governor Mike Huckabee, please stand and be counted. Start on the block. 7. 14. 15. 16.
That guy's a Western.
19,
20.
21, 22,
23.
24, 25,
26. For candidate Senator John McCain, please stand up and be counted for your candidate. Count off on this side.
12, 13,
15.
16, 17,
18. 19.
20, 21,
22.
23, 24,
25.
26,
27.
28.
29.
Do I hear 30?
Come on, somebody.
29. For Senator John McCain. For Ron Paul, please stand up and be counted for your candidate. Stand in front, please, sir.
1, 2, 3,
4.
5. 6.
8, 9,
10.
11.
12,
13.
14.
15.
16.
17.
18.
Do I hear 19? 18 it is. 18 for Ron Paul. For Governor Mitt Romney, please stand up and be counted for your candidate.
1,
2, 3, 4,
5,
7,
8,
14.
17.
Do I hear 18? 17 it is. Governor Romney has 17. For Senator Fred Thompson, please stand up and be counted for your candidate. What? Oh, ladies first, please. Go ahead, ma'am.
3, 4, 5, 7, 8,
9.
10.
Do I hear 11? 10 it is. Senator Fred Thompson with 10 votes. Say there's 3 tickets out of the Iowa caucus: first class, business class, and coach. In that case, John McCain is the first class ticket out of this caucus. Governor Mike Huckabee is the business coach, is business, and it would appear that Ron Paul has got the coach seat. Congratulations to those candidates, and thank you for your participation in the Iowa caucus.
Okay. She has a speaker. So what, you had to dial in the totals?
Yeah. Okay, now what do I do with the thing?
You done?
Yeah.
Okay.
And everything verified.
Thank you.
It's just-
I'll also.
So it's official for this caucus, as far as I'm concerned.
and they the voice thing repeated back each so I could make
Okay.
a correction.
And so it
I
verified
put
all your
0
numbers.
because that's, I mean,
Yeah, I would do that too. Yeah, definitely.
that's the only thing I could think to do.
Definitely.
And that part
definitely.
of the meeting being done, we need to move on to election, or I should say selection of delegates to the county convention.
The delegate nominees are Andrew Shin, Jamie Phillips, John Good, Rosemary Peterson, Brian Butcher, and Scott Hedrick.